Welcome, syncretists, friends and lovers of truth. I am so happy to be with my good friend Marion Bevington, and welcome, Marion.
It's a pleasure to be here. This is awkward having these microphones like this. I want to look at you and be able to talk.
I know. I watch myself in the podcasts and I'm always like looking at Daniel.
In the mic.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really lovely to be here. It's such a powerful experience to meet you in person, because you're somebody that I've known about for so long and somebody that I've admired the work of for so long that it's a bit like a Father Christmas moment. I just saw Father Christmas.
Oh, I shouldn't have shaved my beard off. I would have been a real Santa Claus. But apparently my hair's getting darker because I'm putting fulvic acid in it. So I might lose my Santa Claus status.
Oh, no.
Dang.
Do that. Well, you've done it today anyway. You've lost it because you never get to see him in for real, do you?
I worked hard
and
for that.
And you're here for real now. It's amazing. I'm really pleased.
I want to be Santa Claus.
Oh. Well, you have been.
When I grow up.
Gifts. You give gifts, don't you? Gifts of truth.
Yeah. Giving people gifts and being jolly and living at the North Pole. Having reindeers and elves. All right, so basically what we're doing, friends, is we're going to be talking about the equinox 3-day presentation/event that Marion and myself will be presenting at. So the 21st, 22nd, 23rd of September, bang! All of those dates just, to me, being a syncretist, tell a big astrological picture of how good this is going to be. And I believe there's going to be a full moon, right?
Yes, there's a full moon. I think the full moon is the 22nd, I think, 22nd, 23rd.
All right, this is going to be crazy. So I've been promoting this for about 6 weeks now, folks. If you have checked out Marion's work, well, then you'll know what you're in for. So you're going to be... she's going to be an instructor at the Syncretism Virtual Academy as well, and she'll be called, how did we say it was going to be?
So it's self/God realization.
Yeah, yogi.
Yogi, that's me.
Or is there a special way for females to say yogi?
Yogini.
Huh?
Yogini.
Yogini, of course. So, self/God realization yogini. That's good. Because it's like this. She's like, let me make an analogy, Led Zeppelin. You can't put a label on Led Zeppelin. Everyone knows this, okay? They were transcendental, they were mystical, they were incomparable, they were the best, 1977, their last tour. Yeah, the best band in history, bar none, there's no argument. So you can't label them, right? They're just Led Zeppelin, and that's pretty much what Marion is. She has many specialities. She's a doctor, Dr. Marion Bevington.
I don't do appendix or any of that sort of stuff.
I know you don't. But just so you know, I mean, she's done the academic conventional paths of schooling as well, which some people sometimes, for them it's more, significant if you're a doctor, an MD or whatever. You've got a title or something. At least they know that you were serious enough to go there and study that stuff.
Absolutely.
Well,
I didn't get mine for the actual studying, and it's not a formal academic doctorate. It was a gift. It's an honorary doctorate from a community that we're giving rewards for work in what they called global leadership and peace.
Yep.
So I was really honoured when I was offered this gift of to be seen as somebody, because I don't have labels easily, because I've got so many different ways that I work and so many different things that I love to do. I perceive sometimes that it's difficult to fit me into the formal structure, and therefore it's difficult to give recognition to people. So when somebody gave me that recognition of, we see what you do, we see your work, we love how your work is impacting leadership, how it's impacting global peace, that was like, wow, a really powerful, beautiful gift to receive. But absolutely it pisses people off
Yeah.
spent 4 years doing a doctorate, and it's all very formal and very official.
Yep.
They don't like it, but
No.
I don't care.
Yep. The thing is, though, that, you know, you've walked your path, you've learnt these goodies, and you're going to be on the historical virtual academy of the resurrected Neoplatonic schools, Hermetic, even Jewish. I mean, yes, we're going to have Hindu, Buddhist wisdom there. It's everything, because that's what syncretism means. So, but the reason why we're talking today is to share with you what content is going to be available for those 3 days. Before I tell you what I'm going to be doing, and then Marion will tell you, will let you know what she's got installed for you. I want to say that many people won't be able to come, of course, to Cancun. It costs a lot of money to fly out here. So we are going to see if we can live stream this, guys. And so you can pay a fee, and you have the whole 3 days and live streamed.
From the comfort of your own home.
Exactly. All right. So I'll announce that on my media, whether that's going to be available. We're not sure yet. We've got to talk to our tech guys and see what we can do. All right. As for the ones who are subscribers, they get on for free. They get those 3 days, because it's not going to be an exclusive, the members, I should say.
Yeah,
okay?
So all of the members of your amazing new academy, which happened to start on my birthday.
Yeah.
So for the amazing Syncretism Academy, my twin, I'm going to call it birthday twins. So it's lovely that all of the members, you're going to be able to come and join us virtually for free. It's amazing. I love it. And then for anybody else who's not yet a member, this is going to be a great opportunity for them to really see how we work, and they can pay the fee to see this as a one-off opportunity. But it's really a doorway into the community space that we live in on this world that we're living on right now, is that communities are just being split, and the work that you talk about, syncretism, it's about what was here before all the splits. So what can we create that will heal all of those splits? And that's about community, isn't it? That's what, as human social beings, we are dependent upon community and dependent upon social groups for our survival as a person as well as a species. So it's so important that we create those types of communities that serve everyone.
Exactly, Marion, and learn how to live that, learn how to live with other people.
Yes.
This is something that is so difficult for some people. They come into a community, I've seen it happen here with our syncretism community.
Mm-hmm.
Nice people, they're syncretists, they come to Mexico, they come here specifically for Mexico, and every now and then there's one or two of them that just somehow don't sync, if I can use, and they don't fit in, right? So, that's not the problem of the community.
No.
That's an individual problem, and so if you've got that individual problem, you're going to be carrying that to every community you go to and every relationship you have. So we need to know. I've always had this ability to live in harmony with others. And I've always had the ability to diffuse people, like violent people coming to me, or drunk people that want to fight you. And I've always had the ability to just diffuse it and
to
just
make the connection. It's a heart connection, isn't it?
Yeah. I'd never have fear.
No.
Doesn't matter whether any scary guy comes up to me, and then I've got that ability.
I need to remind you not to come out with me on a drunken night out, because I do the same thing. We're going to get ourselves in some deep shit, aren't we?
Yeah, I'll be avoiding.
They're breaking up all the fights. No.
Yeah. So, this is very important to live. What we're going to be teaching is how to live with other people. We have to come together, folks. We do. We really do. There's so many beautiful groups, organisations and stuff like that have varying views here and there, but that doesn't matter. We're all a family, and we have to unite in truth against the liars, okay? And those liars, they're doing a lot of harm right now on the earth, and we can do a lot of good by reversing that. So, I know it's only a week away, the 21st, so it's probably way too late for people to, book a flight, but
if you can do.
Yeah, because it's going to be 3 days. We're going to have some great fun. And the week after, I'm going to be doing 3 presentations here in our big studio. We've got a big studio now. I'm going to be doing 3 whiteboard presentations, and you'll be coming to those for free if you come to the event. So, yeah, that's going to be pretty big. 3 massive presentations.
It's great to see how excited you are about these presentations, because I think my sense of it is because of the work that you've done and the Academy coming together, it's given you a formal platform to actually bring all of your ideas into one place, so it becomes much more cohesive and complete. And now it appears to me anyway that it's given you this opportunity to be able to distribute it in a much more organised way, but then it goes much deeper, doesn't it? When information is organised, our minds become more open, our hearts become more open.
It's more efficient and effective now.
Well, it helps the nervous system to relax as well when things are organised naturally. You walk into a messy room, your body goes, oh. But you walk into somewhere that looks clean and orderly and tidy, it just soothes the system. It soothes the physical nervous system.
Tidy mind, right? When you've got a peaceful heart and a tidy mind, people like being next to you, right? If you're growling about your brother or your sister or someone that you're cursing and you're worried about your bills and everything like that, how much fun are you going to have talking to that guy and having a coffee in the morning with someone like that?
Exactly.
It's just going to be unbearable. So what are you going to get from me? Well, you're going to get the best presentation yet. 3 days I'll be presenting, and I'll be releasing PowerPoint slides and the whiteboard. So I'm going to give my best. It's going to be awesome. The subject will be the same best method, essentially. That's what it'll be. I'll be teaching how to, learn it, understand it, and teach it. So, in other words, giving you the model so that you can now go in your communities with a whiteboard and you can teach the truth of how to know and understand everything quite simply, and, perhaps receive some worthy donations for doing so, and, be supported by bringing truth and exposure to the world, and, vanquishing the lies in your community. So by just watching my videos and this presentation, you are being trained and initiated into how to teach syncretism, friends. What better thing would you be called to do on this earth? What better calling could you have?
Bringing things back together.
Yeah.
Because that's what it means, doesn't it?
It does.
Bring everything back together.
And see the interrelatedness of everything. I believe everything is interrelated. And it's not just a belief, it is a knowing, because it is. Everything is interrelated.
Yes.
So, and you are going to be presenting...
Yeah, so I'm going to be presenting about this self-realization, about realizing that you are God and you can realize yourself and realize the God in you. And you do that through really understanding, why are you here and what do you want? And I wrote a book with my beautiful friend Cheryl Chapman. We wrote a book together called Find Your Why to become even more freaking awesome. And in that book, what we've done is we've created a model that helps you, again, this simplistic model that helps to calm the brain, calm the nervous system. And in that model, we start to help you understand what awarenesses do you need to improve? What do you need to become more aware of? So why are you here? This is the why, the importance of the why, the bigger why, your purpose, your realized self. Why are you here? What is it that will help you to become that realized person? But also, a huge part is, why are you where you are right now? Why are you in the shit that you're in? Or why have you got the issues that you've got? Or why do you find it so difficult to deal with the situations or the conditions that disturb you so much right now? Because in that, understanding why you are where you are right now, it really gives you, well, it's the only way to create a true, what's that word, like a board to send you in the right direction. You know, that starting
Launching
board. That's
pad
the word,
thing.
your launching
Yep.
pad. Thank you. You read my mind.
So what I like about your style, Marion, is that you're a good teacher, right? So you get a lot of yogis and teachers, and they're very knowledgeable. They're great in their field, but I don't always see great teaching skills. So I've always been a good teacher. I used to make a living teaching the guitar, and the students would be professional guitarists after 3 months. They're off doing gigs. You know, that's how fast I could teach the guitar. The same with languages. I used to teach languages, and I can teach like I can teach you 5 languages in the same course consecutively. You know, and very, very quickly. I can teach you the skills. You know, you have to start with the verbs. This is the trick. See, mostly people start with nouns. Car, house, man. But verbs is the secret. This is what I've discovered. And I can teach you how to speak another language quicker than anyone else. So that's a gift that I have. You know, I don't think I'm being arrogant here by saying that I'm a good teacher.
Own your superpower. Yeah. Good, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do well. So, and that's observable by, you know, the fruits, yes. Right? You judge a tree by the fruits.
Absolutely. So, well, the fact that I've been around, you know, following your work for so long, and then to be able to come here, I'm part of the fruit of your work in that respect. You know, this meeting of us today is the fruit of the experience that I've had from the teachings that I've received from you.
Exactly.
I agree with you completely. You're a brilliant teacher.
Right.
The knowledge that you share and the way that you bring wisdom and knowledge together is just really powerful.
Thank you. So that's what I'm seeing with you, that you have this ability to help the audience know what you're trying to transmit. So it's a skill. So that's what I like. I just want to say that. I want people to, if you haven't checked out Marion Bevington's work, I've been posting it on my timeline and on YouTube as well in the community page. So if you haven't done that, then, well, suffice to say for now that I know that the teaching aspect of Marion's work is exceptional, and that you'll go away with something, because you don't want to be going out of your way to, you know, be bored from some teacher who's just in their own world thinking, oh, I'm such a genius, and look at the words I'm using. Oh, I'm impressing this crowd, aren't I? Oh, they're looking at me thinking I'm a god. Oh, I'm so clever. None of that rubbish. It's just you're talking directly and simply to people and getting it across so that the person can go away with something.
Embodied.
Yeah, I always think about that when I do a show. I want people to get something new from me. I don't want to be like, well, I'm a syncretist, every show the same. Yeah, I'm a syncretist and this is what I do, and astrology's the mother of all sciences, and repeat. I believe that all of my interviews and all of my presentations, they're all different. They've all got something different in them, because I don't want to be there. I don't like downtime. I don't want people to have downtime in my work. I want them to go, oh, good point. Oh, that's another one. Oh, that leads me to this. Oh, that leads me to that. And I want them to, I'd like to pack those videos with as much so that they can go away with something and benefit.
Yeah. Those little aha moments, they're all the things that, to me, that's bringing things back together again. This idea of the way that we embody wisdom and the way that we embody knowledge, and the knowledge and the embodiment generates the wisdom that we can then be, that we can live through that wisdom. Yep. And I think it's so important, because what I love about the work that you do is that it is this really, for me, it's a really deep understanding of how we've been fragmented. Mm-hmm. And you've got this really beautiful understanding of what I perceive to be all the fragments, where they are, where they've come from, and how they join together.
Defragmented.
Yeah. So you defrag on a sort of informational level. And then for me, the work that I do is like a bit of a defrag on a somatic level, on an embodiment level. How can I bring the parts of myself together? And not just physically, but psychologically, emotionally, spiritually. I think that'll be better low. Try that. A bit lower. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit better. Can you hear yourself? It's a bit weird, isn't it, listening to yourself?
I know, it's funny, but because you're going up and down in my ears.
Apologies for my sound modulation.
Well, that's a good speaker, the three M's.
Yes.
Or the three speaking pitch, power and pace, modulation.
Yes. So it's really, for me, when it was this opportunity to even possibly work together, oh my God, I got so excited, because it's like these little light bulb moments that I have when I'm listening to you and I'm receiving your teachings really enhance the way I practice and what I practice. So I was like, if I can bring, because I know that I enhance people's experience, and then you enhance my experience, and you enhance other people. So there's just all this experience enhancement going on all over the place. It's magical. So I'm so excited about next week. I really, really am looking forward to it so much.
Me too. And by the way, Marion's a triple Virgo.
Do you want to tell them a little bit about what my life might be like?
A triple Virgo, my God, there's going to be detail, there's going to be meticulousness, there's going to be studiousness, there's going to be channeling. Virgoans really channel well. They've got Mercury as their lord. Actually, Mercury exalts and is domiciled in Virgo. So and it makes good writers. I think if you've got Mercury in Virgo, you are champion. Robert Plant has Mercury in Virgo.
I love writing.
He's a Leo, and he writes the best songs ever. So
yeah, no, I do. I love writing, but I go into too much detail. So, for example, the book I didn't bring the book with me today, but the book is called "Find Your Why to Become Freaking Awesome," and it was a collaboration between me and Cheryl. And so she'd name an area of interest for information, and I'd go away and just brain dump. And write an encyclopedia that she was then able to edit and actually draw a chapter that would be for people who were, able to digest and able to read and see it. So it was a great collaboration, because you're absolutely right that when it comes for me producing information, I just go into that channeling mode where everything I know about that particular subject, I feel like it needs to be known, it needs to be detailed, it needs to be expressed. But then that's overload for so many people. It's too much information. You don't learn anything when you're in overload. Is that my chart you're looking at?
Guess what, sweetheart? You've got Mercury in 6 degrees Virgo.
What does that mean?
Well, you've got Mercury in Virgo. That means you'll be... your channeling abilities will be grounded, but of the highest kind, almost like the hermit, the wizard, the clairvoyant. You're going to be a writer. You said you wrote a book. Definitely writing, speaking. This is, as I said, my favourite writer in history, Robert Plant, has Mercury in Virgo. Mercury is domiciled in Virgo and is exalted. Those are called dignities. So your chart is dignified by having Mercury, Moon and Sun, and rising in Virgo, and Pluto and Uranus. You've got Uranus and Pluto in your first house, as I do. Rebel, transformative, ahead of your time, unconventional, out of the box. So we've got that in common. We both have the rebel and the transformer rising. So you've got 5 planets in your rising sign, and it's all Virgo. They're all in Virgo, and that's the rising sign, and that's just staggering. So why am I bringing this up? Well, because that's the Virgoans are very, very meticulous, very particular. They pay attention to detail, so they're pretty scrupulous and virtuous in many, many ways, especially in fields of learning and healing and service. Yeah, my
practice and the service that comes through my practice is really important to me. And I see it as a practice, and I know it's a service, but I don't have to try to make it a service. It's when I pay attention to what I'm doing, and I know that my practice is pure. It has its own life. It brings its own connection to others. It serves on its own.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You'll have a natural inclination to serve, and you will get more satisfaction than the other signs. Is essentially, all things being equal, that will be a Virgoan thing. That's just going to be you're conditioned that way just by being Virgo. So you'll be wanting to serve. That's a whole bunch of goodies there for people to be learning from someone who has that hermetic. Virgo is very hermetic. In fact, it's the hermit card in the tarot. It is the hermit. Yeah, it's the hermit card. So, and of course, next door is Leo. That's my rising sign, and I'm an Aries. Everyone knows. So you're going to have that fire from me, and you're going to have that grounded channeling from Marion. All right, so I wonder whether that's all the things that we wanted to talk about.
Well, I think, shall I go through a little bit about how I see the days? Because there's a sort of, to give people an idea. So again, this is my knowing that people need to see something, or something needs to calm the mind. So for me, the framework that we're going to work through is to, firstly, to introduce the why training, which is about appreciating this awareness of who you are and why you are where you are. Then this intention, what do you want? This to me is the key. This is so important. An intention is it's so much more than any kind of goal or any aim or any drive. The intention to me, I've got this gorgeous quote. I don't know who made it. It's not mine, but I love it. And it's like, your intention is the wind beneath the wings of every dream. Isn't that beautiful?
Wow,
So
I wrote that.
To really bring this understanding of an intention as an experience, as an inner experience, an inner standing. Yeah. What intention actually means and what that then does and how that works. So with all the universal laws, understanding intention and intentionality, I think American people like to call it. But really understanding and being with your intention is the only way to really truly manifest what you want. But you have to be clear what you want to feel, what sort of experiences you want, what a specific day might unfold like in the future. You can't add too many details, because then you're going to stop any spontaneity or anything new appearing if you try to keep things rigid and exactly as planned. But with the intention, because it's about feeling states and it's about understanding what your inner and outer experience can become and what you want them to become, then working from that is the third part. So there's awareness, intention, and manifest. We also call it move your arse, because you can't just sit in a cave and pray.
And that's the acronym AIM that you made. AIM. That's your aim.
That's the aim.
Awareness,
aim,
intention,
manifest.
And manifest.
Or move your arse. And
move your
ass. The aim is to find your why. And this why is why I'm here. I know why I'm here. My why, we create a why statement, so we'll do this as part of
It's the most important, it's the most profound question, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Is it why or how? No, why is.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Why?
Course, yeah.
What's the meaning? What's the purpose of this? And it's like, if you're not living your why, you will be living someone else's.
Yeah, see.
You will be. So unless you're super clear on your why, and your why doesn't have any not, I don't want to, I won't, I don't. It won't have any of those negatives. It is, it will be, it's am, it's doing, it's being, it's creating. It's all about the current present ability to be exactly who you want to be. And when you've got that understanding, as I say, you need to live someone else's why. If what they want isn't in alignment with you, that's cool. You just have to stay in your own alignment. And when we're in our own alignment, then our uniqueness becomes our superpower. And then you're not comparing yourself to other people. And then you're not trying to be anybody else. And then you don't care who gives you an accolade in academia, or whatever we believe we need to receive from the outside to make us better, or to make us valid, or to give us recognition. We don't need any of that. Those things actually prevent our growth. They prevent our joy.
Yeah.
So the why statement is a really lovely part of what we do, and also we call it the fabulous future feeling formula. So we have a formula to help you to clearly define a multi-dimensional fabulous future feeling. This is the thing that you want to experience. And then there's a technique in kinesiology that I teach, very simple technique, that helps you to make every decision in total alignment with your why, with your intention, so that you're moving your arse in the direction that you actually really want to go.
Right, and you and I are both doing that. We're practicing that. I am achieving things that I've been dreaming about forever.
Yeah.
When I was young, I dreamt about being a musician and making an income. I did that for 12 years on the streets, street performer, making six figures every year. Big
Magic.
Money.
Yes.
And then I discovered syncretism. I dreamt of having a channel that would be great. And then I dreamt of having an academy. Now I have an academy.
Yes.
But there are many things as well that I haven't achieved or I've invited into my life that haven't been that I thought I wanted. So this is why it's really important. We need to all, and I'm sure the same with you, a sickness, for instance.
Every day.
I get itches sometimes. I didn't ask for that,
Well,
I didn't sleep last night. I had zero sleep.
I woke up because of a medical condition. I was fast asleep. And I was working in technology. I was a computer programmer. They used to throw money at me because I was a maths specialist and a computer scientist, a bit of a geek, but also a really good friend. Good. Fridays down the pub was a really good laugh with me at work. I fitted perfectly into that place, that sleep place.
Yeah.
And I loved it at the time. I was earning loads of money. It was super creative because I got to actually make these things, do what I wanted them to do, these computers. I can tell it exactly what I want it to do.
Yep.
So I've got this really great satisfaction, but my body just went, this is not it.
Right.
So then I ended up with a condition which meant I can't really see very well.
Yeah.
So now the ability that I had to create that life has been taken.
Right.
But what that's now given me is so here's this new life, wake up, here's this new life now.
See?
Yeah.
And underlying that was probably a subconscious intention that you had from a long time ago. So
I'm a seer.
Yep. So although no one's going to have it perfect, I've attracted things into my life that I don't like and I don't want, but I've also received so many blessings that I've dreamt of, and they're also manifesting.
Yes.
So this will be mostly about how to get that right so that when you set your intent, your manifestation turnaround time is quicker, better, and you get more in tune with this power that you have to plant a seed inside of you, aspire, and then know how to get that thing. That makes you feel good, makes you wake up in the morning with energy and vim, you want to get it done. But if you don't have those aspirations and intentions...
Your best friend is your snooze button.
Yep.
Isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So, folks, hopefully we can see you there. If
so
not...
we'll be doing yoga. We'll be doing yoga. I'm a yoga teacher as well. I don't know if we mentioned that, but yeah, I love yoga. But and again, what you were saying about the Virgo and the intuitive, it really comes through my yoga practice. So I can notice if your little toe isn't doing the right thing. But the rest of your posture might be absolutely spot on or rubbish. But I know that just that little toe, that just to do that, and that will adjust something really big. Like just before we did a clearing for you, and it was, okay, there's just this little thing that I can see, let me do that and see how it feels. Yep. And those tiny adjustments are the things that bring the biggest shift, the biggest transformation sometimes.
Right. Right.
So we're going to have all of that.
Yeah, beautiful. And that'll be, hopefully, most of it will be recorded, so that's fine if you can't come out here. But Daniel and I will hop on a live tomorrow and let you know how and if we're going to have live streaming. So, the members... all they have to do is send their details, I think, email, and they get on for free. And then there's the...
And then for people who want to join, either just for the event or if you want to come on and actually begin your membership with the Syncretism Academy, which I would recommend you do, because they've got this amazing new teacher who arrived from England.
That's it. That's what I was going to say. I just about forgot the most important thing. So if you do subscribe to Syncretism, that's the deal. So if you do subscribe to Syncretism for a month, you can join the event for free.
Yes.
That was it. That was the crux of the point.
Like
I just about
Daniel will describe it much better tomorrow.
He's going to talk about it tomorrow.
I'm just so fit, Queen D.
Well, you know what?
And the King D chair.
Well, you know, in Egyptian tarot, I'm a Queen of Wands, and in the Babylonian 52 card system, I'm a Queen of Clubs.
Oh, wow.
Queen is the top position.
Yes.
So
And I feel like a queen in Daniel's chair today. Thank you, Daniel.
yes, you're sitting in the throne of Hercules.
Oh,
Oh my, you lucky woman.
it's amazing.
Tall, dark, handsome man,
It's
intelligent.
Amazing, amazing. Oh, it was so lovely to meet Daniel today as well. Do you know what I really love as well is that the personality that comes through when I've been watching on YouTube, it's the same personality that you walk into the room and that's what you meet.
Yeah,
That's what
what
meet.
you see is what you get with
Same
us.
person, yeah.
Alrighty, lovelies, thank you very much for joining us, and you will, in one way or another, whether physically or online, you will be with us and you'll receive the best, wonderful knowledge and wisdom. So thank you, Marion.
Thank you so much, Santos.
Yep.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Hope to see you there,
Thank you,
guys.
everybody.
Bye for now.